What's up, guys? Tech and Tyler. I apologize for not putting out any content as of the past few weeks. I have been sick and I had lost my voice, so I wasn't able to make any videos, unfortunately. So I'm a little behind, but I'm doing a whole lot better, and I have my voice back now, which is fantastic. Really happy about that. So today's video is actually going to be about the lights that are in my workshop. Somebody had left a comment on one of the videos asking if I could do a tour of the different lights that were in my workshop. So I am more than happy to do a video on those and kind of talk about the background about them a little bit, because there's a bunch of different types of light fixtures down here. Excuse me. They're not all of the light fixtures I have put up on the ceiling, but it's just some of them just at the time to get them out of the way. But since then I have accumulated more. So these are just the ones that are up, excuse me, on the ceiling at the moment. So the setup for the lights is basically I have everything just plugged in. I wanted to kind of do it more of a permanent setup and do it properly, but just to kind of get them working and hook them up, I kind of sketchily just plugged everything up together with adapters. So and with this house being from 1966, the way how the switches and everything is worked is it's all old school setup. So the switch here is the main switch that turns on everything, and it's just one single piece of 14.2 Romex, the old snakeskin stuff that comes down into it and then goes up and around to a keyless fixture located right there, and then it branches off to the other different keyless fixtures. Like there's one over right there, there's another one on the other side of my shop. Now my shop is messy and I got a bunch of stuff, and there's also just years of crap accumulated down here from family, so excuse the mess down here. But basically, just to kind of show real quickly what's here before I turn them on, I have this shop light right here, and then I have this one. These two, this one and this one, are identical. They're the exact same light. And then I have this fixture here, which is a special one. And I have this one over here, which is also a pretty cool special one. I also have one back there. That one's just a rapid start fixture. That one's just so I could have some light over there. It's kind of crappy, missing some pieces. I don't even know where the cover is for it at the moment. It's just to get some lights, get some light over in that area. But most of the lights are in this area. Then I obviously have the light right there, the one right there. I have another one over here, one over the washer and dryer. That one's just a rapid start as well. That one's a rapid start too, and so is this one. This one's also a rapid start. That one's actually a high output fixture, I believe is what that one is, and I'll show that one in a little bit more detail also. But to go ahead and show these cutting on, get some pretty good blink happiness out of those. And then the one over there, that one gets some pretty good blink happiness as well. So I'll start with this one here. This one is rapid start, and this one was also rapid start when I got it. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit. Oh, okay, it's as much as I can zoom out. But yeah, these two right here were rapid start. And the funny story, I'm actually gonna squat down a little bit to show them a little bit better too. The funny story behind these two was these actually came from the house next door to me, and the woman that lived in the house next door to me had these in her basement, and she wanted me to fix them for her so they would work. So her basement would leak water really bad, and so she had to gut the basement, and these were in the kind of like the unfinished portion of it. And she, like I said, wanted me to fix them for her. Well, I took them next door here to my house and cleaned them up, got them working. All it was bad bulbs. The ballasts in it were good. And so I fixed them, told her that I fixed them for her, and she was like, okay, no problem. She was like, she like gave me $5 to fix them, which, you know, that was fine. She was an older woman. But every time that I would tell her, like, hey, I still have the lights, do you want them? She would be like, oh, no, I'm not worried about it no more. And just I kept asking her, and she was just like, it's not a big deal, you know, kind of not giving me a straight answer. She was a little mentally not correct. But so pretty much, long story short, I practically got these lights for $5. Like I got the lights, and she practically paid me $5 to take them almost, because after that she just never asked for them again, and she never mentioned them and never asked about wanting them again. And then eventually, years later, she left the house, and now a different person lives in it. But these are pretty cool fixtures. These have the little bubble on the top that the ballast would go, and it's got a little hole there for a pole switch. They're in really good condition for what they are. The tops have been painted gray, and under here was painted white. I think this was originally gray also, but somebody painted it white to help with the light reflecting on it. But yeah, these are pretty cool fixtures. Like I said, that one and the one right there, the exact same. They have the original cords and everything on it. The only thing that aren't original about it is the ballast in this one had died at some point. One of them went out, it just shot itself, and so I replaced it with another one, and then eventually the other one ended up dying as well, and the ballast gave out in that one too. So this one has a rapid start ballast I put in it, and it works fine, but I'm eventually going to turn this into preheat, because these were originally designed for preheat, and I don't know if somebody converted them to rapid start from preheat, but they had the spots and everything. The little holes right here are designed for starters to go through, so I'm gonna convert this one to preheat at some point. And the way you take this off is you pull this down, twist it, and then this whole the whole lens cover piece comes off of it. Whatever you would like to call it, the reflector, the metal shield for it. These are actually made out of wood, surprisingly. So these aren't metal, these are actually like a wood plastic material. This one though, I did convert to preheat, so this is what it would look like with the starters sticking out of it. So that side has the proper starter mount in it. That side right there though, that one is the incorrect starter socket. I just kind of threw it in it just so I could get it to work, but I have the proper starter sockets now, so I need to take it down and redo it. But so this one, like I said, I converted to preheat. This one has I believe the brand is called Presidential. It's got a Presidential preheat ballast in it. This I think just has an older, like, advanced rapid start ballast in it. Now this fixture here, let me kind of brighten this up a little bit so you can kind of see the fixture a bit better. The lights and the camera don't mix well. This fixture I actually got out of a abandoned building, and I wish I would have gone back and got more of them, but I ended up getting about 2 or 3 fixtures from this building, and this was one of them. This fixture originally was just designed to have the 2 bulbs in it, and it had the knockouts in the center for a 3rd bulb, so I went ahead and knocked them out to create a 3 bulbed fixture, because I've never had one. This is my first actual, like, 3 bulbed F40 T12 fixture. So I took this one apart, gave it a good cleaning. I had to put 2 new sockets in it for the center bulb. The outer ones were perfectly fine, and then I had to put starter sockets there on the side. They had all the knockouts were there. One of them I think was still not knocked out, but the other 2 just had push pennies in it. So I think originally it was designed to, I think it might have been preheat, and then somebody converted it, but it had a really, like, early advanced rapid start ballast in it, like an old one, or I can't remember. One of the fixtures that I got had a really early, nice old advanced ballast in it, and it worked. It was a rapid start. I still have it, because I kept it because it still worked, but I wanted it to be preheat. So this is a cool industrial fluorescent fixture that I picked up, like I said, from an abandoned building. And so now this fixture right here came out of another abandoned building years ago. I actually ended up getting 3 of these. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn out the lights just so that way I can get better footage of the light fixtures. And sorry for the shaky cam, I have to do this handheld, makes it easier. This fixture, though, is all original. Everything about this fixture is original. I even have, surprisingly, the canopy for the bracket there. And managed to get the one mount, because these actually came out of an abandoned church. And what was weird about the church was the front of the whole church had fallen off somehow. It literally just fell off. And these were in a, I guess, workshop room in the church. So there was 3 of them. They were all mounted, but this one actually had its bracket, whereas the other 2 didn't. So somebody used a piece of wood to hold them up, which was actually a pretty smart idea. But this one is fully, original, intact, and actually working with its original ballast. Now, I don't remember what the brand of the ballast is in it, but I do know that this has a date of 1955 in the ballast, and it still works perfectly fine. It's even got the metal original end caps for it, which are awesome. They're covered in paint, unfortunately. I'll eventually restore this fixture fully one day, but it's going to be a while. But I have 3 of these. They're identical. These are the 2 bulbed versions. These do not have the extra cutouts right here for 4 bulbs, as much as I wish they did, because those are really cool. I actually do have a fixture that's just like this, that has the knockouts on the sides of it to put 4 bulbs in it, but I don't want to knock those out. I want to keep that one original to be 2 and leave it to where it has the knockouts. But I actually do have I'm trying to think of the word for it, a hint, well, not a hint, but I do have a I am getting here eventually a version of this fixture that is the 4 bulbed version of it, just like the one I have with the knockout still in it. So that way I'll have the 2 bulbed fixture, the 2 bulbed fixture with the knockout still in it, and a 4 bulb. So that's awesome. And that fixture also has the metal end caps on it too, and they're different than these, and they look cool. Luckily, the other 2 fixtures of these have all the end caps as well. They're just kind of rusty and, covered in paint like this one is. So eventually I'll restore those, but I'll also make videos on those other fixtures too at some point. But that's this light right here. Now, if I go over here, and I'll show this fixture here. This fixture I actually bought at a local secondhand store years ago. I do not remember how long ago it was, and I think I paid $10 for this one. This is like a high intensity one, or a more higher output fixture, because this takes 39 watt bulbs, but it has the 1 single pinned ends on the bulbs like the 8-foot fixtures would have. So this one's quite interesting, and I remember on the side of the fixture, it might be here, or it might be the other side, there's a pencil drawing on it of the date of it, and it says 1963 on it. So this one's pretty cool. Excuse me. I've never had any issues with it. When I got this fixture, I bought these bulbs for it, and these are the bulbs that I've had in it for years that I use all the time, so it still works great. I've never had problems with this light. It's instant on, so it's not preheat, unfortunately, but since it's more of like the higher output ones, it works fantastic. I do think the ballast, though, gets a little warm, because I have noticed over the years of using it, I think that dot is tar leaking out of it. I haven't opened this literally since I got it and put it up. It's been up here for, it's been years. So I need to take it down and kind of check it just to make sure the ballast is okay, because I don't know where I would even find a replacement for this. Maybe I'll find one, but I'm not too sure. I don't know. I don't think I could use a regular, rapid start F40 ballast. This is a special one. It's a big ballast in that one. But that's a cool industrial fixture as well. And so now, if I go over here, I have 2 of these fixtures. The one's right here, the other one is over there. These 2 fixtures I actually got out of a house that I worked at. Now, I got more than just these out of the house. I ended up getting this light, the one just like it, this light, that light, not the louvered one, but next to it, right there, is the exact same fixture as this one right here. I got all of these lights out of one house, plus 2 more, I believe, and Those were in a workshop area, and the people who owned the house were selling it, so they wanted them down to put up just basic keyless fixtures to kind of help the house sell, because some of these lights didn't work. So I, bought them from the homeowner, and he was happy that they got use and somebody else took them, and that they got newer lights, so I was really happy about that. This one and that one are rapid start. It has two F40 T12 ballasts in it. These are bright. When they have all 4 bulbs in it, these are bright, because I put them up to originally use them down here, and I was like, this is way too bright to have all this in here. But I took them, cleaned them up, put them up, and they work fantastic. I don't have the 2 bulbs in this one, only those, because I had to steal some out of this one and that one over right there for other fixtures. But I'm not sure of the brand of these, but these are really cool. Here's kind of an upper look of it. It's one solid 8-foot fixture, just with 4 F40 T12 bulbs. So these are cool fixtures. This fixture here is pretty unique because it has this metal piece in the center here that pops out to show the ballast. This has a really old, big, beefy GE rapid start ballast in it. The other one had the same thing, but unfortunately that ballast was dead. So I have it on the ceiling. I tried different ballast in it, but each ballast that I put in it didn't work. I don't know why. I think it's because of the ballast that I had that I was testing in it all came from a different place I worked at, so they weren't too great. So I think that one was bad. Those were all bad, so I still need to work on it. But this is a GE fixture, I believe. It used to be preheat, and then it was converted to rapid start. This is just a basic rapid start shop light. Nothing too special about that one. Here's this other fixture. Here's this light with the no ballast in it that died. And then I also have this one that's not being used. I don't have the cover on it, but this has an nice old GE rapid start ballast in it. This light works too, but I got to redo the metal reflector on it because it's quite rusty. But that one works too. And then this louvered fixture here is really cool. This is a rapid start fixture. It is not preheat at all. There's no knockouts or anything on it for preheat, but this came out of an abandoned house. It was in the attic, and I saved it because the house ended up getting damaged by a tornado. So saved this one. This one works fantastic also. Really cool fixture. I'm not too sure. Sorry about the lights, not too good, but this fixture has no problems with it. Works fantastic. And now I also have this fixture over here that I use, and this one is an old industrial, I guess you could call it industrial, but this is an old fluorescent fixture that I had gotten 3 of them from a guy, but the catch behind it is these were actually 8-foot fixtures. I thought that they were originally just 4 foots attached to each other, because sometimes they do that, but no, these were 8-foot fixtures, and I cut them perfectly in half to make 6 F40 T12 preheat fixtures, and these are preheat because it's got starters there. The sockets are one piece. They're pretty interesting sockets, and it has these pretty big porcelain enamel painted covers on them, so that's pretty. Sorry for the little interruption there between the split of the video. I had to I got a phone call, but anyway, yeah, these fixtures they have the porcelain covers on them. Like I said, the porcelain enamel painted covers, which are really cool. It has them all. Like I said, these were 8-foot. I cut them into 4-foot sections, so I have multiple of these. The wiring on the ballast are not that great. They're pretty dry rotted, unfortunately, so a couple of them are good. Some of them, like this one's alright, but I gotta be careful with the wires. I'm going to try to find a way to save them, but I might end up having to put all new ballasts in these, unfortunately. But I'm going to try to save them because they're the nice, old, big ballasts that are in it. This one is a Jefferson Electric. Some of them have GEs in them, so different brands, different types of ballasts in them. But yeah, these are pretty cool fixtures. I need to kind of restore these and make separate videos on these since I have multiple. And like I said, this one here is just a basic F40 T12 fixture. Like I said, this one I'm going to turn to preheat eventually. Probably same with that one down there, but this one, since it has no ballast in it, technically that's just in there, it doesn't work. I'm going to turn this into preheat. And then I also have a whole section of fixtures here that I need to make videos of at some point, but there's a bunch of different light fixtures in here, as you can tell. Here's one of the fixtures that's just like the one that I showed hanging over here, because I have two of these, but I need to restore these. I need to take a bunch of these and work on them. These will all have videos eventually talking about them, but yeah, most of these are preheat. I gotta fix them and restore them, but most of these work. Some of them don't. Some of them don't have ballast, but yeah, there's a couple fixtures in here like that one and that one I need to take out soon here and redo, because one of them was preheat and the other one I think might be preheat, and I'd like to convert them to it. But bunch of light fixtures here. I got a whole bunch of random light fixtures down here, a whole bunch of random stuff here. This is the light fixture I made the one video about that I got all the way from Philadelphia. Still haven't touched this one yet, unfortunately. And then I got random other stuff hanging in here, like an old train light or old lantern that was converted with power. Got that from my neighbor. I have this old cool fixture here I got. And then I got a bunch of other random light fixtures I'll make videos about that I want to say, but a little sneak peek. I got, here's a couple of old vanity chrome lights, and then I have all these ones right here I need to make videos about and pull out and work on them a little bit more, especially this one, this old half piper right there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so pretty much that's the extent of the lights kind of really that are in my shop, or at least that are kind of hanging, not working, and then they do work. And I'm turn this off, cut these on a couple times so you can see the preheat going on. And then here's that light back there that's just instant on. I did acquire actually recently some new fixtures, which are these right here. These will get their own video. These are all preheat. Well, these two are preheat. This one was converted to rapid start, and I'm going to convert it back to preheat. There's two more fixtures there that are like that, the ones with the porcelain enamel covers on them. These ones I gave to a friend to borrow for Halloween with black lights in them, so these have been just kind of sitting here. I need to do some work on them, but yeah, I got a bunch of stuff down here. A whole bunch of light fixtures up in the rafter there that are single F40 T12 fixtures. Some of them have ballast and work, some of them don't. Those are pretty cool. Old light fixtures I gotta restore at some point. And I got all the covers. They're all bent to crap because they came out of an old old building that was turned into an antique shop, and they ripped those out to replace them and just kind of had those in the storage. But and then I also have these little mini Mercury light fixtures that hang here. These just kind of hang. I don't use them, but they're cool little fixtures. And when I picked them up, they came with extra bulbs that are pretty old GE bulbs, and so those work pretty good too. And then I got a whole bunch of other random stuff around here, shelves full of stuff, toolboxes, bits and pieces, all sorts of stuff. But here's a huge hoard of light bulbs that are all new old stock. Try not to show too much to spoil it, but I got a bunch of stuff to show to make videos on. But yeah, if you see anything in the video that you're curious about and want to ask some questions about or want more details about, don't be afraid. Feel free to leave comments asking questions and stuff like that. I'll gladly answer them, and if you want to see an individual video about it, let me know. I'd be happy to do it. But yeah, with that, like I said, this is pretty much the lighting in my shop area. I got a whole bunch more, but this is the main stuff I use, and it lights it up pretty well. So with that, until next time, thank you. I very much appreciate it. And again, I apologize for being sick, but I'm glad that I'm better now. So keep an eye out for the new videos coming. So with that, see you later.